welcome to Left Turn Broadcasting Live, Pismo Beach, California, coming back at you with NOSSCAR today. So we got NOSSCAR sporting their Platinum Cup Series, and they're going to be turning it over at Dover. We're going to be going over some details of everything here in a moment, but first off which, let's go ahead and get us on who's on board. We got Marley and Mucka on board today. Mucka, you got a copy?
I got you, Tron.
All right, bro. Nice. Good to have you aboard like normal. Mucka's going to go over the details of the track real quick. Mucka, give us a little insight on this awesome track I'm racing tonight, Richmond.
Yeah, we got Richmond. It's 50% two-time tire, root cautions. Should be an interesting race. I believe it's a nighttime race.
Yep.
Look out for some lap-down cars. I believe it's going to be one of those things you're looking for. Talking about cars, what do we got for a lineup, Marley?
Starting on the pole is my pick, long shot, in that number 9. He's not much of a long shot. Following him up is Flash 9 in the number 1. Coming up is next in third position is the 24 Chevy of Ty Mack. In fourth, we have the 31 of Intimidator. Fifth is the 40 of Brett Baker. 6 is another 24 of JG Napa Fan. You also have in 7th place, you have the 52 of D-Nub. You remember from our last broadcast, he was pretty fast.
Oh, yeah, I do remember him.
We have in the 8th position, we have NASCAR King in the 48 Chevy. We have in 9th, we have 18 of Quarter Panel in his Toyota. In 10th position, we have the number 62 of Hellcat Maverick. 11th is 17 of Shadow. 12th is Trouble for You in the number 8 car. Trouble for You. In 13th position, we got AK Rubbernecker in that Penske 22 Ford. And then in 14th, we have number 6 newcomer NASCAR. And then rounding up the rear, we had someone fail qualifying inspection, and that would be the number 42 of Convicts, Popeye, bringing up the rear.
Ooh, and Convicts Popeye, he always seems to have himself a pretty decent car, so that's gonna be really interesting to watch this guy work his way throughout the field.
Yeah, I'd like to see that.
Okay, folks, so we are counting down now. Looks like we have a few seconds before we're getting into this bad dog of a race. We got Richmond Raceway coming up here, 50%er, and you're getting it done today with NOSSCAR Platinum Cup Series. This is the Rock and Roll 400.
There's a lot of talent in this. All
right, go and get in.
NASCAR here, and I'm definitely going to be watching them front runners as well. You're going to see a lot of side-by-side racing, a lot of bumping and runnings, you know. And this Richmond racetrack is going to be a great race.
Oh yeah. So and with that, real quick, before we do what we always do, what's your picks for today, boys? I got Ty Mack, I think, in that 24.
Yeah, I'm taking a long shot.
And I'm gonna go with Popeye.
All right, nice. All right, literally coming from the back. All right, that's pretty awesome. All right, folks, so here we are. We're on it. Richmond Raceway, loading screen now. We getting ready to crank this thing up. I think so's. What do you say, boys? You ready to blow some speakers and some windows out at the same time?
I'm ready.
Copy that.
I'm waiting. Still need it.
Okay, here we go, folks. They're lighting it up right now. We are green. We're coming on board. Give us 1 second for this, and prepare yourselves because it's going to start off extremely loud. NOSSCAR right here, Platinum Cup Series, Rock and Roll 400 at Richmond. Here we go. I didn't give him a heart attack, did I? Because, man, that was rocking and rolling all day long. All right, right now, folks, you're on board with Timac in that 24. Getting it done in that Chevy, sitting in that third spot. Hunting down that 31 of Intimidator, who is still styling out in that second. And they're all chasing. Still our I believe he was our pole sitter, correct there, bud?
Long shot, yes, he was our pole sitter.
All right, so yeah, he is off to himself. One fantastic start right now. 1, 2, 3, pretty much. What do you got there, bud?
I'm asking Marley if you got that.
Okay, copy that. All right, we're still chasing some drivers right now. On board at 31 of Intimidator in that second spot. You see the top three right here, 4th, 5th, and 6th. Let's get you a little bit of a lineup and see who's running where right now. Now we did see that 48 streaming through here. That's NASCAR King. He's sitting there in that 4th spot trying to reel in Timac in that 24. Let's go and drip back a little bit further here.
And Tron, I took notice, it's about 52 laps on a tank of fuel here. So on our third stage, I believe that the fuel strategies can come into play.
Oh, so yeah, fuel strategies all day long. So we're going to keep our eyes focused on that. Not only that, but we do have a tire wear thing that we're going to be going over, of course, because these cars are going to be burning through their tires. But the thing is it going to be more detrimental on tire wear at a night per se style of race where the track's a little bit cooler, where they're going to find more grip? They won't seem to melt those tires off, as opposed to a day. So that's something I'm going to be looking for as well throughout this race. Right now you're on board Napa Fan in that 24 car. Look like he's starting to gain some ground. He is sitting back. It looks like taking a position right now. Coming up through the field, and that's going to be 5th place right here. So Napa in 6th place, I'm sorry. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 right there in front of you. Looks like Flash 9's battling right now with the 48 of NASCAR Kings. That's for that 4th and 5th position. Right up in front of them, you'll be spotting out the 24 of Timac and Intimidator, and those guys are in 2nd and 3rd, and the white car way off a little distance up there. Yeah, that home shot right there. Still cruising out there in front, really maintaining his track position and lead. We're gonna drip back just a little bit more. This is rounding out your top 10 with D-Nub right here.
Like,
so D-Nub is in 7th spot right now. Looking back on D-Nub.
Looks like we got a report of Popeye is out for the race, blown engine.
Oh no! So he was having difficulties with that, with his qualifying efforts in the beginning, and it looks like they consisted all the way through. Oh, that's unfortunate. Right now we are on D-Nub, and he is sitting firmly and strongly in that 7th place position right now. And we'll drip back a little bit further if you boys can enlighten me there and see who is a little bit further back while I track up forward.
We're having a little bit of technical difficulties with Marley.
Okay, copy that. All right, back up a little bit more forward. Let's see how the leaders are doing. Right now, we are looking at 2nd place right now in the battle for it. You got Timac in that 24. I didn't Chevy trying to pull some power, on this guy on this Intimidator, and he is one fast Chevy right there. He's a beast in that car, and it says it all over the hood. Trying to get her done.
The Intimidator's a good racer at these shorter tracks. I've run with him quite a few times here. He's hard to catch.
Yeah, and he's been showing some extremely really good consistency throughout his racing so far is what I've seen. I noticed that his mile-and-a-half programs are looking pretty strong, or getting stronger. His road course programs are just all up above the map on that one. And then, of course, his short course. You see right now, he's always fighting up there in that top 5, trying to get that podium finish, if not that victory. So it looks like the battle's kind of subsided a little bit between second and third position right there. You see Timax still trying to get his battle on, keeping it on the bottom, trying to get that thing to rotate through. And meanwhile, you got Vin running himself a beautiful line. Let's go ahead and just jump on our leader for a moment here. So you're on board our leader, Flash 9, looking back at Vintimidator in that second spot. Trailing closely is the 24th Timac. Evenly spaced right now, but it does look as if Intimidator is starting to close just ever so slightly on the leader. So we're going to keep close attention and our eyes forward on this as the trackers start to count down. I'm going to rotate a little bit further back of the field and see what's going on back there.
Yeah, they all look like they're all running in line back here, Tom. Doesn't look like much is going on.
Every line that nice and pretty like.
That's what it seems like to me.
All right, right now we're on board quarter panel right now. Let's do a little eyes forward here.
Looks to me like the 31 of the Intimidator starting to gain slowly but surely on 9 long shot in first place.
That's what I was kind of spouting, you know, and looking there for a minute. So I'm kind of curious to see what's going to play down there. Right now we're on board Shadow in that 17 car, and he looks like he's under attack right now by at the 40 of the McDonald's Chevy. Yes, it is. Sporting that 40 is that Brett Baker. Trying to get something done right now, and he was reeling in that 17. I thought he had him caught there, and he was on that rail just trying to, come here. And then it looked like he pulled away a little bit, so he got himself a little bit of a fighter there on that fish. It's going to take him a second, reel him in, but look like he's going to keep after it, door to door, a little bit of contact coming at you. Woo! Actually, that won't keep her off it. Yes, he does. Power's out and about, trying to get out and around. Clears them, but the McDonald's Chevy ain't done yet. Ready on the inside right now. 40 Chevy taking it inside. Oh, Shadow way outside against the wall. No man's land. 40 does a crossover move. A little loosey-goosey on this one. 40 does a drop-in move. Holds it, clears it. He says, I'm out. Good job for the 40 car Brett Baker. That was good racing, good passing right there. Trouble for you. Oh, no. Is he going to make trouble on that 22 in front of him? We're going to find out here in a second. Look, he may be gaining. Sporting this Caterpillar 8 real nice like on the bottom, trying to get this thing to rotate through. Let's go and get on board with him. All right, shotgun now. Trouble for you in this 8 car. Look like he is gonna. He's looking for some trouble right now. Gonna go get himself in some with that 22 here in just a moment because he's reeling him in. Still on board right now. What trouble for you? Trying to get it searched out here. Looked like he was gaining just for a moment.
Looks like we have the 1 trying to make a pass on the 24 Timac.
Oh, where he is? Flash 9. Oh, the 31. Okay, there he is. So Flash 9's in 3rd spot right now. We're on shotgun with him. Those are your 2 leaders coming up on their first lap traffic right now. So the 31 has caught our race leader. And it looks like Flash 9 is also catching him. Timac as well has joined the party. So we're going to go ahead and make this a little fun stuff right now. Cars are starting to wear in and their tires are starting to give up. This is where the driving comes into play, folks. This ain't no Sunday cruise over here on a Richmond Raceway here. Richmond is one difficult track, which I'm sure, Malka, you can enlighten us a little bit. You've done plenty of running here. You know, I've ran here, Molly. We've all ran here so far. And man, what's you guys' insights on this Richmond track, real quick, while we're watching this battle get ready to unfold?
It's a tough track. It's a track that eats up your tires. It's a rhythm track, like a lot of your short tracks are. There's a rhythm to this track. If you get out of rhythm, you get in trouble. It's very hard to pass. Richmond also has 2 lines. There's a high line and a low line, and your car could be fast on both lines. It's just a matter of where you set it up to run.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'd second that. It definitely eats up your tires here.
I'm gonna say, Marley, what kind of brakes do they use here? That's a question that I'm actually curious to find out. I'm sure our viewers are as well.
use a little bit of brakes, more so if you're racing somebody. The fastest cars here figure out how to get off the gas at just the right amount of time, roll that car through the center, and then be able to power it down the straightaway right into the next turn.
Man, we just had some contact there, folks. Sorry to cut you off there. We had a little bit of contact with the 31 with the lap down car. The lap down cars are playing a crucial role right now, blowing up our leader, the 9 car long shots.
That is a loud intimidator to get all over the back of that number 9.
He's there. He needs to clear that 62 ASAP like yesterday so he can get going. That's Hellcat Maverick there, up high and about, trying to get it done. 3 wide behind him with some lapper cars. Flash 9 and Timac making quick work of those guys, trying to get around him, get by him, and get through him. Whatever has to happen is going to happen. It's Murphy's Law here, folks. Oh, 62, a little action. And he got 3rd and 4th bearing down on him right now. Oh, goodness.
Hard to stay on that lead lap.
Man, we got an excellent battle. 31 is wearing him down right now. This is for 1st and 2nd. You got 3rd and 4th right there chomping at the bit for these two to start duking it out because they're going to get him. There's Flash 9 right there. You see Timac right down the bottom behind him. That's 3rd and 4th right there. Hoping these guys are going to start doing a little something and blow up their forward progress through this race. Now, where we're looking at laps here, boys?
Got about 20 laps of fuel here.
So we're
not quite sure on how many laps left till the end of the stage just about yet.
All right, hold on one moment. We're rotating around on our tracker right now, which we are always on board the Beast, because you know the Beast is going to be up there throwing something down. So we got to make sure we keep him up on track. We got him scoring us at 10 to go, folks. I knew we were wearing this one down. So 2-time tire wear, no pit through this dude. So this is just a go fast run right here.
This is going to be close because long shots tires are down in the 20s and you saying 10 to go. It's going to be close.
Oh yeah, that's going to be real close. Especially with this track each tires.
Now, what's a fast lap here, boys, when it comes down to the start of a green? On a full tank, if you will.
It's been a while since I run here, to tell you the truth, Tron. However fast I can go, that's about a fast lap for me. The fastest I can go.
That makes sense. That makes all the sense to me, I guarantee you. What's that?
I would say somewhere down in the low 20 seconds is a real nice fast lap.
Okay.
I'm looking at lap times here, and our leader just ran a 20.4, and he is about 33 laps onto his tires, so he's probably fallen off about a second and a half from what he normally runs.
Copy that. Okay, so good fall off here. Looks like we are on that fall off. We have long shots as our leader still. We have a 0.4 second gap between second place. Uh-oh. Is it a caution?
I'm not too sure.
Nope,
It looks like a 17,
like. Okay,
17 loss that it came up and collected into the wall.
Looks like he kept the can, though.
All right, as long as they keep him pointing in the right direction, because we're winding down on laps in this one. We got Intimidator in second, Flash 9 back about almost a second. In 3rd spot, Timac is 2.9 back in 4th. And we have NASCAR Kings in that about 3.8, 4 seconds back right now in that top 5. So that rounds us out in that top 5, and you see the top 3 right here, 1, 2, 3 in your picture, getting ready to tear down the end of this race. We are coming up, I believe, on around 5 to go. We're gonna get a shot for you right now. Hold on one sec. 4 to go, folks. She's coming down to the wire. What kind of tire they got left? What kind of grip they got left? What kind of car they got left?
We're in the teens, baby. We're in the teens. This is going to be wild here.
So we have tires counting down as well. Blown tires, very, very good possibility at the end of this race. So keep your eyes out for cars going, doing the carousel, that little top. So you'll see, yeah, the ones you spin on the table. Yeah, that's going to be these guys if they blow a right or left or whatnot. They're wearing down. And I imagine just give me a right rear that's going to go down first if you have your car sitting up on the dig.
The lowest front tire right now, wear-wise, is his left front on Long Shots 9 machine. So I'm actually pretty surprised about that.
yeah, that's your drive off wheel. That's the wheel you want to have to drive off. So that's gonna cost you
Here comes a battle right now. No, sorry, I'm letting me cut you off here, but we got a battle happening and it's over. Wow, Flash 9 does it through one turn, sets up Vintimidator in that 31 into Beast car, and he took him right underneath and said, bam, he pinned it and he was gone. Cleared him quickly, that fast, and now look at him go! Here he comes on the leader!
He has a nice
end of stage.
End of stage. Wow. Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. I got so wrapped up into that guy. I missed our countdown. So that was it for the end. We got long shots, Flash 9, Vintimidator, Timac, and NASCAR King running out your top 5 long shot with that stage win. So he got the pole. He got the first stage win. Is he gonna go for that full sweep? Oh no! Let's see what if he has it in him.
Is he getting the broom out? Is he getting the broom out?
Now, it's a little early. I wouldn't worry about that until probably the 3rd stage. Let's worry about the 2nd stage first.
Yeah.
One thing I know from watching this NOSSCAR Platinum Cup Series is that Vintimidator is known for making these in-race changes, adjustments on his car.
Yep.
And he can go from a mid-pack car to check it out on the field in just a few adjustments. So this could be anybody's race right now. I'm interested to see, who makes the right adjustments here to take off in this next stage.
So we have Napa, Dina, Brett Baker, Trouble for You, a.k.a. Rubblenecker, the top 10. 11th is Hellcat Maverick, NASCAR, Roof, and that's kind of rounds out the back half of us. But here we go, folks. We're going to go green again. Long shots on board right now. Going to see if he can continue his domination of this rock and roll 400 Richmond for NOSSCAR Platinum Cup Series. Oh man, it's getting a little dicey back there, don't you think?
It's getting real dicey, real racy. Everybody knows it's go time.
It's going to drift back a little bit. We're on 3rd place here, Flash 9. These guys are lining up kind of similar to what they did earlier, but he got all kinds of company. Flash does. Got Timac right there in that 24. He's hunting, he's looking. You got the 48 right behind him, putting some pressure on. See how this is actually going to turn out here, folks. I'm a little curious, or a lot. That 48 and NASCAR Kings have having themselves some speed.
Vintimidator is all over your leader. He was not letting him go this time.
That would make all the sense in the world right here. We're shotgun with Flash 9 in that 3rd spot, watching the 1st and 2nd dudes just duke it out is what's going on. The Beast trying to use that Beast move on him and roar underneath. But he ain't unleashed the Beast yet, folks, alright? So just give him a second. We'll wait for him to unleash that thing, and I know he will.
Again, that shows you that in-race adjustments that Vintimidator is able to make. And look at this car all over the leader now, where Longshot was able to put a pretty good gap on him before until Vintimidator ran him down eventually towards the end there. And don't count out Flash 9 either. He showed he's got a great long run car and ended up stealing that 2nd place on the last lap of the stage. So
seems like everybody's just doing a fine job so far. We've went pretty much 0 cautions on this thing. And everyone's getting it done pretty nicely. Patience, patience, patience. Now again, we are in stage 2, folks. So we ain't hit stage 3rd yet, alright? So when we get to stage 3rd, that's gonna be a lot different story, I think.
We think the track is starting to tighten up. Some of these cars are starting to be a little faster and the longer as the track tightens up, getting a little more grip.
I mean, now I'm gonna play stupid, just for our fans out there. Now, why would the
Intimidator took the lead while you guys are talking? I'm sorry.
How did we miss that one? Oh no! Let's get back to him. Intimidator he unleashed the Beast without us looking. We call that a Sasquatch move, folks. He just pulled the Sasquatch move. Yep.
Now you have Longshot looking. He is looking. He loves that lead back.
But he ain't letting go.
Intimidator into the wall.
We have everybody in the front right now. Everybody looking. Everybody digging. Longshot just swooped underneath the Beast. Intimidator right there, trying to hold that inside line. Flash 9 trying to show him the roar on the outside right now. Woo! 48 all over the inside too. Oh, NASCAR King's right there in that 48. And who do we have stopped right behind him in that purple blue car right there? I can't, he's going too fast, man. Tell him to slow down. Shoot, can't get his number.
The 48?
No, behind the 48. Who's behind that?
I believe that's D-Nub. I believe that's D-Nub.
Oh, dude, Zeno coming up through the pack. Now, where's Rubbernecker at? Because he started in the very, very back of the field here. Oh, no, he's gone. He's gone. He had an engine failure, right?
That was Popeye.
Popeye. Oh, yeah. Comics Popeye. That's who started in the back. That's right. That's right.
Looks like he's in around 7th or 8th position.
Okay, so he's still charging through. That's what I was curious. I want to see his forward progress on it. We got a great battle still underway here, folks. This is all for 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th right there rounding this out. These guys are all over each other. They ain't messing around. Meanwhile, Longshot, he's enjoying all this. You know, he's like, y'all just keep doing your thing back there because I'm gonna be doing this thing up here, which is he's going for the broom, but if he takes it stage after whatever, he ain't gonna be busting out the broom on these guys. He can be busting out the blower, okay? And he's gonna crank this thing, dude. He's gonna run this thing up, and he can just, you know, when he get down with the track, right? Shoot, here we go, folks. 3 wide, possibly.
Looks like that little bit of wall contact for Intimidator didn't really warm up too much. He looks like he's running long shot back down again.
Yeah, he just needed a little aero adjustment, is what that was. You know, narrow the car up a little bit. You know, cut through the air a little bit faster. It'd be nice.
It's like when Brad's crew got penalized during that one race a couple years back because they were throwing their bodies into the door to make it more aerodynamic. I was like, that's a great idea.
Genius! It's not like they haven't practiced that before.
What was it, last year when Harvick didn't even have a part of the roll cage in his roof, so it would flatten down? These guys will do anything.
Right, whatever it takes, man, they'll find the way. And look who's trying to find the way right now. 31 back up on. Longshot's in that 9. The Beast trying to pull the move on him right here. He's getting close. He's all over the bumper. He's left the Flash 9 a little bit. Push on. Wall. Oh, man. That lowered his progress up considerably.
Oh, man, he is driving the crap out of that thing to get back up.
He sure is.
He had a little taste of the lead, and he wants it back.
Mm-hmm. At what cost, though?
He seems to me like he loosened up his car a little bit, which gave him a little bit more speed, but it's a little bit harder to control coming out of the turns. That's why he keeps getting into the wall.
All right, let's trip back and look from Shotgun on Timac, who is sitting firmly in the 6th place position right now. And he's right here with this group. He's been running up front like normal, right there in that top 5-6 action.
Now, we know from covering these races, Timac always has a great long-run car.
Yes.
So I expect he might not be, in that top 3 right now, but I suspect by the end of stage 3, at the end of this race, he's going to be in your top 3.
And right now, folks, he is sitting currently in that 6th place position, riding a strong and firm line here. Hugging the bottom, a little more middle here, trying to get it up into that darker portion of that track where you see that rubber build up right there. Trying to get that grip, trying to get that thing to rotate.
Yeah, and to touch on what you guys were talking about before, as the rubber lays down on the track, the more laps these guys run, these cars are gonna tighten up a bit. So they're gonna have to constantly be changing them to get it to run the way that they want it to. You're going to see what happened with Intimidator there, where he got in the gas just a bit sooner than the car liked and carried him into the wall, lowered up his momentum.
And so far, when it comes to momentum, these front 6 have taken off and checked out from the entire rest of the field. Since we look like we could have a possible battle, I know it's going to happen. As soon as I cycle back there to check something out, you know what's going to happen. Someone's going to pass or we're going to miss something. But we got to go back. I got to look, see who's back here, who's doing what. Got the 48-52 just starting their battle right now. So you know what? Let's go ahead and leave it on him before I start scrolling back. Because here it comes right now. He's underneath him. He's got the run. Dina on the inside, drives that thing in, powers that thing out. Woo! Thank you, 4th spot. Now he's going to go after that top 3.
What a great run back-to-back meets for Dino.
Oh, looked like he caught a little apron there. That made him a little tight. He pushed up that track. 48 ain't down with him yet, and Timax all over to 48. So you got Timac in the 24th, 48, and NASCAR King right there battling, all trying to get this. And this is all for 5th or 4th spot. I'm sorry. There's your top 3 right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 right there. 7th is.
Scotch 9 with the party. He is all over the back of that 31 car.
Looked like he wanted to get a little something as well. All right, let's go back up forward. I keep trying to get theirs, but I can't. All right, so we're on board. Intimidator running down. Long shot right now. Trying to. But right now, Flash 9 starting to gain on him just a little bit. But they seem to be okay for right now.
It looks like the 9 is going to be coming up to lap traffic here pretty soon. So
okay,
this might get interesting.
This is going to make or break this race for sure.
Let's go and drift back just a little bit, see what we can find here. And let's get a lap count. We are 19 to go, folks. So we will be seeing a pit stop on this one, correct?
No, we will not. We're going to see a pit stop in the 3rd stage.
Oh, only 3rd stage. Copy that. 2-time tire wear. Keep forgetting. All right, there we go. Onboard, a.k.a. Rubbernecker, in that 22. Chasing down the 18. That's quarter panel in that 18 Skittles car.
I can tell you from experience that I'm looking at this tracker that I have for long shot, and I'm looking at his tire wear, and he had it a little easy there in the 1st stage, but when they caught up to him towards the end, he didn't really like that, and he is definitely driving the heck out of the car this time to try to get as big of a lead as we can, because he is wearing that right front out a lot faster now.
Especially and we've seen like donut for cautions. I mean 0. So I mean these guys are running the long run, and we have a battle coming up right now. Now I believe this is going to be for 8th, 9th, and 10th right here, because that's 7th spot right there. You have 6, 5, 4, 3, all up in that fronter pack right there. So this is for the rounding out the top 10 right here. And you can see how far they've drifted back. Let's go ahead and look back to see where this. Oh, and see that white car coming? We know who that is.
And he is not happy to see all this racing happening in front of him. It's going to be even harder to get through all that.
I believe that's long shots coming. Let's look sees here. So he is rounding corner now, coming out. That is, I believe, him. Okay, so this is back of the field. This is the top 10 right here, rounding out the top 10. This is, yep, 8th, 9th, and 10th right there.
Yeah, these guys are all fighting to be that last car on the lead lap. I mean, this is the race within the race for these guys. So I mean, they're going to be battling out. If they end up side by side when this leader comes up and catches up to them, it's going to be tough, and it's going to allow 2nd, 3rd, and maybe 4th, 5th, and 6th to catch up to that leader.
Now this is the end of the lead lappers right here. So there's your leader. There's Ventiminator. There's Flash 9. Here they come. So right now we are on our back of the pack cars, and we're going to watch the leaders start to catch these guys and see what these guys do when it comes down to trying to, to stay out of these guys' way. Do they battle them to see on that lead lap? I mean, how much time are they going to lose? We have long shots and Ventiminator. They're battling it tough right now, or trying to. Ventiminator's trying to catch.
Oh, Hellcat Maverick.
Okay, we got a big pack back here, and we're still looking back now because here comes our leader. Oh, we got a call around 17. Oh, we have contact.
Contact. 6 hits him pretty hard.
Looks like we have caution now. Caution's out, folks. Caution's
out.
Oh.
That came out in the nick of time for our back runners there. Man, Lucky gooses right there, my friends. Look at that. Look at that. These two are getting here. Go to get you. Put some more cars a lap downer.
You could have been in a better camera for that action right there. You caught the front. You caught the action right there, baby.
That was perfect. Sometimes we get lucky here, folks. Sometimes.
So it looks like there's going to be 10 laps remaining in stage 2. And you're going to see some strategy here. One of these back guys take maybe 2 tires, take no tires.
I think some guys are going to... Oh, nope. I was going to say splash and go, but I don't know.
Okay, so it looks like Longshot, he's now in our 3rd spot. Whoa, we got some spinner action! No tires, obviously, there.
Yep, spun those tires.
Yep, spun hard. Excellent view from the Pismo blimp cam right there of that action from the start.
Longshot takes the outside.
Hey, calm, man. He just checked out. So I was actually gonna change the car, you know, to get to the leader. But we're good. We're good. Oh my goodness! They're gonna hold on to these things.
Not running to the car, the 6 car, when they had the car around on the track. He's right on top of his car.
Man, we got 6 laps to go here still, folks.
Longshot has 80 left on his side tonight.
And we're on board now. Flash 9, who's gonna take this guy 3 wide. Why not? Why not? Yeah, we can hold it. It's good. Oh, 4 wide. No, come on, Nubs. There's plenty of room for the party. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, this is sick. Still 3 wide, folks. Still 3 wide. Oh, the 40 trying to hold it strong. Baker, what were you thinking? All kinds of crazy, awesome stuff is what he was. Shoot. Taking this thing 3 wide. I'm going to go and put it in the marbles out there in no man's land and make it stink. It's awesome.
Longshot has got a gap and a half on this field.
He's gone. He's gone, man.
Stage right there, then fresh tires. He started back in that 4th spot, but it did not take him long to find his way to that front. And he's gone.
I mean, but look at this racing right now. You got Ventiminator, all kinds loaded up back here in the 6th position.
He's playing defense right now.
7th.
With those older tires.
7th, my friends. I'm sorry. Yeah. So maybe that no tires was the wrong call on that one.
You know, Ford Frenchies any chance I get.
Yeah, copy that. That's at least that'll give me something to battle with. I'd rather battle with 4 Freshies trying to drive through the field than having to battle the pack coming up on me with horrible tires, and limited control. And we're watching the back of this pack right now as the 9 has done checked out. He gone. I mean, and not only did he check out, but he checked out without even paying the bill. All right, he's like, nah, I ain't got to worry about that. I ain't got to worry about that.
Right?
Yeah, you guys got it, right? You got the bill, right?
We got the cars around on the track to 18 into the wall, 17 into the wall.
We got cars airborne. We got the 24 around of Napa fan. We got the 17 around. Oh man, we got all kinds of. Rubberneck looked like he was in that one as well.
Keep an eye on Timax.
17 is Shadow.
He's in that 3rd position now, starting this final stage. It's going to be interesting to see here, that long run car he has. Because there's definitely going to be some strategy going on here. You're going to have, looks like you get about 55 laps of fuel, and we have 101 laps in our final stage.
Yeah, but we're on this last caution, which is going to be a green right checkered, correct? We're on OT?
Nope. That was
into the stage.
So was that in the stage? Did they make it? Okay, I'm sorry. I was wrapped up into this thing. It was horrible. I'm sorry. That was intense. Dude, that was crazy. All right, on board our leader right now. Longshot's going in for this 3rd stage deal. And we're green, all kinds green, folks. And we got battles already starting right now. I can't believe it. This is crazy. They ain't even messing around. Nope, we ain't gonna line up. I told you Patience is gonna go out the door.
There was contact with the 31 car.
As we walk it back a little bit.
He's getting beat around like a ragdoll back there.
He's back there in that 6th position in a lot of that dirty air. Watch these cars rotate around. 40 Brett Baker right there in that McDonald's Chevy. Looked like he had a little wiggle loose, trying to get those tire pressures up. On board Timac right now. Sitting strongly in that third spot. Let's go and look backwards action on him. He's all over Flash 9 trying to get down on that second. Meanwhile, right in front of Flash 9 is our race leader who has been doing... Oh, I'm sorry, no. Went off.
It's going to be who can save their tires, who can make it a full 50 laps on the tires. Because we've only run about 50 laps on the stages, and these tires are getting close. So it's going to be interesting who can get in and out of the pits the cleanest.
I don't know, but this is all kinds of battle going on right here, folks. This is under a blanket. You got shots right there. You got 9, and you got Ty. These guys are literally on top of each other like it's the last lap or coming to. So they're going to continue to pressure each other as much as a race driver possible, I believe, and as much as their cars can endure. To not let him get away. And here we go, battling, here we go, 9 up a little high. Woo! One trying to get in front of him for him. Get some, get some, get some. 9 gonna try to make a stick. Flash 9 underneath right there, get it done. Oh,
24 on the inside of
24
1.
taking advantage. Woo!
Oh!
Crossover moves. And now Flash 9 gonna try the same thing. No, here comes shots.
Excellent driving.
Wow, this is good stuff right here, folks. This is for your first place right here. These 3 cars, and look what's happening. You have the beast, the Intimidator in that 31. He is starting to gain his track time on these leaders right now, and he's bringing up the rest of that crowd with him. So he got himself a big party that's coming in soon. These boys do not want that type of a party up here. Look like they're having enough times dancing by themselves. With all kinds of...
for the lead, followed by the 1.
Oh,
these guys aren't done yet.
Oh, man, this guy, whoa, loose by Timac. That's all right. He just drives that thing in there pretty deep. He's going to try to rotate this thing out. He does.
And then 9 car finds himself in the lead again.
Sure does, but flip Flash 9, that 1 car right there, all over him, contact both to the wall. Meanwhile, that's just keeping Timac right on their bumper. Still a battle going on for first place right now. And we're not even halfway through stage 3, folks. That's what I'm talking about. Whoa! We had a wiggle, wiggle, wiggle right there, and that was a little touch of that apron, and that's exactly what will happen.
These guys are also wearing out their tires quicker because they're racing each other.
Meanwhile, the rest of the pack is just caught up to him.
Yep. Now we're on board right now with Intimidator. Looking back at Nub right there. He's all over his 6, trying to find himself a way by. Still rotating around. Ben trying to get his run, made his way back up to 4th spot now. And is he gaining? He is gaining. He's almost there. Timac shifted back just a little bit. 1, 2, and 3 are coming up on your lap traffic. Got all kinds of loose right now.
I was just going to say, somebody's about to go a lap down.
All right, rotating back to our leader here.
Looks like the 17 is the first car that's going to be a victim of the lap down cars.
On board, riding shotgun now with long shot in that 9 car. Getting her to stick right now, coming up on the first lap car right now. This is 17 of Shadow. Let's see what Shadow's gonna get done here.
I keep seeing that 1 car getting bigger and bigger.
Shadow
and bigger
holding the bottom, not drifting up. Oh, up in the way, the leader. Shadow down to the bottom.
17 is around, yeah.
And
he saved it, holds it on the inside. Meanwhile, the 1 on the inside of the 9 takes the lead.
Just swooped right past him. Got stalled up by that 17. Classic example right there, folks, of the lap cars wanting them to drift to the high side, knowing that the bottom line is the more preferred line. Rotating around now, let's check our laps.
Meanwhile, Timac is sitting back there in third, just watching these guys race each other. And go ahead, use up your tires.
I just figured it out. I see why there's so much haste and rust right now in this race, that's going down. It's because they got 80 laps to go, dude. It's okay. It's okay. I know we only have 80 laps, my friend. Only 80 laps left. So
better get it done now.
Yeah, better get it done now. They're all over right now, though. This is just a great
the
lead
9
match.
stuck into the wall. Woo! The 9 got stuck into the wall.
Doing a little Tokyo drift action right there. Getting that car back underneath them. Great run.
24 contact to the wall. Looks like everybody's having a little, wants to put a little Richmond stripe, not Darlington stripe, into their car today.
Man, I'm not sure.
17 car, a little oil on the track there.
But throwing them tacks out. Yeah, I get you. Whatever it takes, man. I got it. Woo! Wiggle, wiggle, wiggles on both the 1 and 2 place cars. Flash 9 and Long Shot right now. Both wearing them tires down. So we are going to be seeing our green flag pits coming up here in just a moment.
They're racing hard because they got about 35 to 36 laps of fuel remaining in the tanks, but yet they're down to 50% tire wear, and that's not even half their fuel now. They've been racing hard. They're going to be getting loosey-goosey soon.
Well, I know one thing, folks. They've been putting on one heck of a show, and we appreciate that all night long.
Oh,
Coming around now. There's still nose to tail. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right there. D-Nub running it out. 9 starting to gather a little bit of strength on that one of Flash 9. Long Shot, who has been the dominant car throughout this race in that Hooter Chevy.
Watching this 9 car Long Shot is reminding me of watching Mucko racing at Iowa. How he just drives in, puts that car in there, rotates around that yellow line in the bottom of the corner, and just powers out. He's got a solid car right now.
Oh man, yeah, he is. He's setting himself a great line and enjoying that clean air right now. But I'm curious to see what Long Shot's going to get done here in this car, man. He's got a solid program. Little wiggle there. Little contact to the wall. That's slowing him down. Uh-oh. Here comes the 24 now up on the 9 car. So if you're tuning a little bit late, the Long Shot in the 9 car has been the dominant car throughout. And now we're in stage 3. Long Shot got stalled up by a lap car a little bit, just enough for Flash 9 to flash the Hooters car, alright, on his way by. Because he flashed by him so fast it was like no joke. And now he has stretched his lead out just ever so slightly, but maintaining his pace as the race leader.
There's a little bit of apron action there, cost Long Shot a little bit of time. But again, like I said, Timac in that 24 is just sitting there, just waiting to pounce. Make a mistake, anything, I'm going to come while you guys are racing. I've saved my tires.
Well, then you also have the Beast right here, who's really doing himself one fine job.
A little loose. Gave Long Shot the chance to get his nose right up underneath him.
Does.
Looking at my tracker, we're down here in the low 40s on tire wear, and we still have 30 laps of fuel left, so this is going to get interesting here.
Now they're starting to really close up that gap, and we still have a pit stop to go here, folks, so let's see what we're coming up here on our trackers. We got 68 to go. Man, they better hurry.
Yeah.
I mean,
he was all
dude,
over that 9 car.
I know. They got got 60. Only have 68 laps to go. We better, yeah. You gotta go now. I mean, shoot. Pismo blimp cam, seeing how it's rotating around. Look at that. 24 is now under attack by. Was under attack by Intimidator. I don't know what happened in the blink of an eye. I think there's a little bit of contact there, and Vin kind of woke up.
Looks like we have Flash 9 starting to catch up with some lap traffic. And it looks like the same culprit, 17 of Shadow, is going to be the next car. Now, if I remember correctly, the last time he held that bottom line. Will he do it again?
All right, you're right. So the 17 of Shadow, here he comes again here. So this is going to be the lap car that stalled up the 9. Will he stall up the 1 and allow the Hooters Chevy to flash 9 on the way by?
Well, when long shot got held up behind that 17 car the last time, it cost him that first position. So is he going to get a little redemption here? Is he going to hold up the 1 car?
Oh, we got a car around.
We got a car around right now. Oh, we got it! Oh God, the contact!
Contact with him.
No!
The Intimidator contact with him. The 9 get contact with him.
Oh no!
All of our leaders caught up in the 17.
We were all. Oh man! And it looked like it put Intimidator in the pits, but.
And no caution.
Wow.
Did that put Timac in the lead right now?
I gotta sit down, folks. I gotta sit down. Whoa.
I don't understand that.
What
It kind of was like a
the heck
repeat.
is going on here?
It was a repeat of what happened to the 9, but this time there was no caution. Didn't end the stage.
And there's damage.
Yeah.
There's damage. And then we got Intimidator who's forced into pits right now with all that calamity.
No.
He's gonna go laps down. There goes all of his efforts. They ain't coming back from that.
Meanwhile, Timac is checking out now a little bit on the 9 car, a long shot.
All right, let's go ahead.
There's nothing more frustrating than leading a race and getting caught up in a wreck.
Oh man, but it was almost tragic the first time, and everyone kind of escaped without incident. And the second time, got some heated drivers there, buddy. They're on team.
About 67 laps remaining in the race.
All right.
So unfortunately, Intimidator's not going to be able to make it the rest of the way. He's going to have to come down and pit one more time. But we have about 17 laps until your leaders are going to start pitting.
Yeah, so basically in layman's term, what he's trying to go over is Intimidator is now in for a really long race.
Yes,
Like,
We got
and
17
really
of
long race.
Shadows. 17 of Shadows parked on the inside wall. I'm not really sure what's going on.
Maybe blue
Maybe
motor of
a
some
little
sort.
engine failure, or
Yeah.
but maybe stalled out, needs a little push from the tow truck. We'll keep an eye on it.
All right, keep an eye on that one. Try to make sure hopefully he stays out the way. Right now we are on board our leader up time back in that 24.
He might have realized that was the second time he had interaction with the leaders, so maybe he just parked it.
Maybe he was called in by NASCAR and said, "Hey boy, Junior, you got to pull over, buddy."
Well, right now it looks like a long shot. He's starting to run up on Timac right now, but it looks like Timac got some damage, possibly from that entire incident. And long shot's car looks pretty
Timac
clean.
hood is crunched. Timac just T-boned that car coming around.
Yeah.
His car looks like a taco right now.
And I'm looking at a long shot right now, and he doesn't have a speck of damage on him.
Well, long shots now is bearing down on that 24. Looks like Flash Knight's recouped himself. The 48. That's Brett. Yeah, that's Brett Baker. No. Who's it? 40? Oh no, that's NASCAR King. All right, so yeah, NASCAR King looks like he's sitting nice and pretty here in like third or fourth spot right there. Let's go and look back a little bit. Yep, so NASCAR King's round out that fourth. Intimidator is now down to our 12th place position. Multiple laps, and I can only imagine. Let's see where we can race this thing. Hopefully he can race this thing back to at least the top 10, salvage some of his points for the end of this race. Got the 62 slow and rode up on the bottom, let the leaders go by.
Oh, you're going to have a battle for the lead here. That road time
right now. We duking it out. Nine's on, shots on the inside. In that 9 car, in that Chevy, that Hooter Chevy taking the bottom. Rolling out, and he is gone. Clears at 24. Timac not going to battle him too hard right now. Still got a little bit of a race left at 54 laps. We still got a little bit of runnings left, folks.
And we got the number 17 of Shadow back on the track. Made his way to pit lane, got 4 tires and fuel, and he's back out there running.
Copy that. Okay, so we'll keep our eyes out and open for that 17. Right now we are tracking our 2 leaders right here. We have Longshot in that 9 car. That Hooter Chevy getting it done right now. In P1, he's been pretty much dominating the entire race so far with the heated battle.
17 in the wall is around.
17 in the wall.
Got into 17, shoved him into the wall.
And I thought I just saw contact of some sorts to somebody else. Alright, well the leaders are still tracking, no caution. See if Intimidator would have loved that. He's now in 11th position, still tracking laps down and not having himself a good end of the race right now. I guarantee you folks, he's probably a little heated, a little frustrated. I would be. Looking back at our 2nd place car. There's shotgun view right there. Riding shotgun, Timac, not 24 in a Chevy. Get this thing to dive bomb in this thing. Trying to make his way out a little bit, but just seems he can't get the run to get up to Longshot. He just gets that power to plant with that Hooter Chevy, and he just sticks it. Oh, except for there, wiggle, contact.
I'm looking, he's on ice skates right now.
I think they all are.
Holding on. They got to run about another 4 laps to get in their pit window.
And we got 17 back into the pits.
Timac takes your lead.
He's gone. What happened there, folks?
I think Longshot is battling a little bit of them worn out tires.
Here comes Flash, here comes Flash 9 in that 1 car, that Monster 1.
Man, these guys are fighting some really loose race cars right now.
They sure are. And watch these cars just wiggling all over the track. They're just, I mean, you can see those. Look at the steering wheel, man. They're just sawing away at that thing.
Watch for them to be coming into the pits here in about 3 laps.
We are still on board our leaders. Looking back, here comes Longshot. Looking kind of low, not really. Got a little hook, little loose there. Little kiss to the wall. Just wants to show that Richmond love. That's all Timac doing. Just showing a little Richmond love, giving a little kiss.
Look at his racing strut, that's all.
Yeah. Yeah. That adds character, just like scars, right?
It's going to be really important for these guys to make a clean entry in the pits with these worn tires.
So we're seeing 42 or 43 to go right now.
We got the 9 on the inside of Longshot on the inside for the lead.
Woo! He won't be the first one in pits. He want to control that. Which actually, I wouldn't mind that. I would not be contesting and battling super hard right now, knowing we're gonna be going into pits. Because if anything, use these guys as like as a marker as they go into pits, so maybe you can gain some crucial time on these guys. This is 1, 2, 3, folks. Longshot back to the front. Flash 9 around the 24 Timac as well, putting Timac back in that 3rd spot. He was not trying to contest or battle with those guys too terribly hard, which is a very smart move, it seemed like. Get up there, run pace, let him get his tires, don't let him burn him down, where it could cause him to drift further back and lose contact with these leaders.
The number 1 of Flash 9 on the inside.
making a pass for the lead.
And does so with
It's a flag race.
with all kinds of strength. Timac right there as well. Ah! Rotate underneath. He looking for an open hole. Ain't gonna get one.
These guys
gotta be got
the
fumes.
They are in the single digits of tire wear.
And they gotta be
That
on fumes.
is awesome. Oh, sorry, I'm trying to rotate back here.
This is incredible.
There we go.
Great car control.
Oh, we got the 9 loose. Collects the wall.
Oh no! Still gathers it back up. That allows Timac to get himself underneath in that second position. Now Flash 9's able to get himself a little bit of a run. Here we
These
go.
guys have got to be coming for pits anytime soon.
Yes, they will be coming this time by, I believe.
Yeah, it looks like we are looking at 40 laps remaining, folks.
And they go by pit road. Oh, they're going to be pushing their cars to pit road, I have a feeling.
My goodness. Oh, you got long shot in the pits.
Now that's getting your money's worth out the tires, folks. For sure. There we are on pit road now. We're going to leave it on board our leaders. Both of them onto pit road. I'm sure we'll probably see long shot following here shortly. Wow, he's woed up, dude.
Will Flash 9 fix his damage? Seems to have good car control with his damage, so does he want to spend that extra time on pit road fixing the damage, or does he want to just skip 4 tires, do and go?
We're going to go ahead and watch all the cars rotate by now. We have our leader on pit road. We got a battle on pit road, like a mean battle on pit road.
The first car out of your leaders was the 9 of Longshot, and he should gain a little bit of track position to put him back out there, but he's going to have an extra lap on his tires for the rest of this race. You know, more than his leaders. Is that going to be enough per lap?
Here comes a race off pit road, folks, right here. Timac in that 24 gets it. His crew getting it done. Timac out in, well, pretty much front after we rotate through our cycle of pits here, of our green flag stops.
And you have Longshot in third, pulling up right behind them.
So it looks as if he got himself, his tires got him squared away, and let the battle begin again. All right, here we go. Flash 9 under attack now by that 9, that Hooter Chevy of Longshot. And it looks like the 17's right there.
Oh, right in front
Whoa!
Oh, my goodness.
Scary, scary. I bet you that was like a Final Destination flashback.
Oh, my goodness.
Door to door right now. Flash 9 and Longshot right there. Flash 9 outside, trying to pinch that car down. Still trying to keep him pinched. Doesn't have him cleared. Now clears him. Hooter Chevy gives Flash 9 the flash on the way by and says, I got to go. See you later. Now he's going to go ahead and start going after Timac right now in that 24 Chevy. See, there's your problem. I just figured it out, boys. Hey, guys, I got it. That's why. These cars are so close because they're all Chevys, dude. Look at all this power they got up there in the front. I get it now. I get it. I see it.
Well, if there was a Ford involved, the Ford would just dominate and let the Chevys race each other.
I mean, there's Fords in this race. I know there is, you know, but I just don't see them up in front. That's all. Oh, and if you're wondering, folks, we do have a little bit of a rivalry going on. So those two are Fords, and yes, I'm talking about Mucka and Marley. All right, and I'm Chevy. So it's 2 versus 1. So of course I'm gonna get my shots in whenever I can, and I got 3 of them in right now with the long shot in the front. So I'm good. I'm really good.
Yeah, usually those Chevys are a long shot. So.
Oh, no! Oh, right now, this long shot's paying off right now. His sponsors are extremely happy. Hooter Chevy has been just giving himself all kinds of media front row time on this one.
You know, even though his tires are a lap old and long shots, I think that your second and third place car of Flash 9 and Timac just didn't think that the, fixing the damage was worth the risk of losing all that time on track. So I think you're starting to see that pay off right now for long shot.
Now it looks like we have trouble for you, who's about to go a lap down right now with the 22 of Rubbernecker on the outside. It looks like
heavy traffic.
Maintaining, no, 24. I'm sorry, that's the other 24, not the 22. And that was what's the other? I keep forgetting who that the 24 is. It always gets me mixed up.
Flash 9 take the lead. Man, this lap traffic is something else.
Man, and look what happens. Pick move initiated. There goes Flash 9.
Yeah, I had my eye on it. Looks like the lap traffic came and bit the 9 car in the rear end again. And Flash 9 gave him the old bump and run and said, I'll take it again.
Seems like the Hooter Chevy's been a little too nice to those lap cars. But at the same time, look what happened, though. When the last time those guys put some mean pressure on those lap cars, they end up wrecking right in front of them.
Yeah. So.
So it's like you gotta, do you tip around Ginger like? Like you trying to creep into the back door, after missing curfew of some sorts, whatnot. Coming home late, wife's all mad, something like that. Do you tiptoe around them in that manner, or do you just go through and just slam the door and say, I'm home, let me just go ahead and get this out the way? I mean, who knows? It's like, because who knows what's going to happen? Is it going to blow up in your face, or is it going to work to your advantage? You get them out the way real quick, and you move on.
You got to battle for the lead.
Battle for the lead continues. There we can. Great call, Barney. Let's do a cranker upper action. Why not? Brace yourself, folks. Cranker upper. Now that's those boys screaming what's left of their engines all for the rest of this race right here, man, because they are peaking those RPMs. Those engines are screaming for mercy right now, but they are not giving up. Side by side, 9 car on the inside. You see some rubbing, some racings. They're still beating and banging. Flash 9 still on the outside of that Monster 1. Hooters 9 car on the inside finally takes it right here, but he's challenging back on a crossover. Some more banging and bangings. You think it's the last lap? It ain't, folks. It ain't. I promise you. It ain't. It's coming close. It's coming close. Woo! Way too much fun here in the booth, folks. I hope you guys all have just as much fun as we are, because man, look at this racing. Here we come on some lap trafficker again. Got the 22 of Rubbernecker
Meanwhile, Timac has caught him.
Timac's there.
Timac wants to take that 24 victory lane again, back-to-back weeks.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We got major contact.
Panel of the 9.
Man, these guys are, their patience are wearing thin at an exponential rate. Because these laps are winding down, folks. We are coming up to 14 to go. Oh, no.
9 to the inside again.
Let's count them with you.
They're racing each other hard.
So we're probably at 13 to go.
What will this lap traffic do this time?
Look for Timac to make his move.
How much will Longshot put up with these lap cars again?
I don't know.
Cost them the lead twice.
I don't know, because it's the end of the race, man. I mean, but now what do? Do you get him out the way quick and run into trouble, or what? I don't know. I don't know what you want to do here.
Look who's in front of him. The 17.
22 is getting out of the way. Good job, 22.
Let these boys race. Let these boys race. We're coming down 10 to go, folks.
Now it looks like the 62 is holding up the 9.
They're cranking down the laps as we cranked up the volume. Here we go, coming down
the track, lets the leaders go by.
On our 10 to go, 9 coming up. Still on board our leader, you have Flash 9 into 1 car in that second spot. These guys have literally been duking it out the entire 200 laps right here. I mean, and these guys are nothing short of a rock and roll production right here, because that's exactly what this is. This is NOSSCAR Platinum Cup Series Rock and Roll 400.
I see the 17 decided to just take it to the infield. He did not want to cause another incident.
Yeah, he went for some hot dogs.
After all this, dude, I'm getting hungry myself, man. I'm right there with him. See, I hope he saves a couple dogs for me, because we're building up a heck of an appetite coming to the end of this race right now, folks.
You can barely put a piece of paper between first and second.
Oh, there's going to be a bumper. Oh, I see the bumper. He's like, you're going to have no nose left on that thing, man. I guarantee you. Guarantee you better.
One with the rim of the quarter panel. Takes the inside line.
Oh, Flash wants that. He wants that win, man. He's no. You've already showcased yourself enough. I'm going to showcase mine. I'm going to take that checkered.
The nose of that car is so smashed in, you can't even tell it's a Chevy.
6-2. All right.
The 24 trying to catch right up to these guys.
This has been one exciting race, and I just realized one things I didn't do is I didn't put on my tie today and do the whole coat thing, and I'm just trying to loosen it up a little bit since we're going to Richmond, and look what happens.
You're a bow tie guy. You know you're a bow tie guy.
No, well, I'm a bow tie guy, but I don't sport one. You know what? Now that you said that, I'm a bow tie. Here we go, folks, coming down, wrapping him down. I'm going to get the most obnoxious coat you've ever seen. And here we go, folks, winding down. I think we're coming down to our 5 to go right now. 4 to go, folks. 3 to go coming up. Longshot is trying to chase down the leader. He has been leading this race all night long. He's gotten both stage wins. He put that Joker on pole. So for Flash 9 to come in and take this thing away from him, wow. That's going to be pretty impressive. Let's go to Flash 9, our leader right now on board. And he has not a lot of car left. And the way he piloted that thing around right now, great job for him, man. I tell you what he did, though. He had a Monster energy drink, right? And what he did was he kicked that thing over in a floorboard, and that car drinking some Monster energy right now. Because he just tore it up right now and took our race win. Flash 9 wrapped it down. Our lap count was a little bit off due to the fact that Ben was down so hard. So I know we're running out into the laps. Looks like Flash 9 took it. Long shots didn't have much for him.
Timac to third.
Oh, man.
Fourth, NASCAR King, fifth.
Oh, man. What a race, folks. Let's get these guys over here ASAP now. Quick like. Becca, throw the fishing pole. Marley, if you can do a little favors and cast out that bait for us. Bait it all up, and let's get it out there. Let's chum the waters and see what kind of sharks we can pull in.
You know, I'm thinking to myself, I'm looking at these cars going around the track on their cool-down lap, and it's looking to me like they should just drop the cars from Bristol.
Right? All right, folks, winding down our race here. Oh, that Chevy's got it done today, I guarantee you. All right, so let's we're waiting here for our little running lineup, and we'll get that here in a second. So we are stalled out on our running lineup right now. Did you guys get one for me? I missed it on our screen over here.
I'm throwing out the fishing pole to Timac at this very moment.
So we had some excellent running today. I know that it was the Flash Niner race winner, long shot second, Timac third. I believe Beaten Up came in there in the fourth position. I got to go over that from sure. There you go. Timac, my man, how you doing, bro?
Pretty good. How are you guys doing?
What? Oh, I think we're spent, dude. I really am after that race. Oh, dog, man. I mean, I'm telling you, we were just, it was everywhere. It was awesome. It was sick, dude. You guys were up there literally throwing it down the entire race, man. I mean, the reason why our fans and viewers didn't know that it was coming up to the last lap because you never gave us anything to build up to. You were literally just go the whole time. That was awesome, my man. I mean, you guys did a fantastic job.
Thanks very much. Yeah, honestly, it was an exciting race, actually. There was the one caution there in Stage 2, went caution-free for Stage 1 in the final stage, so it really came down to who had a good long-run car, and I know that a couple of my teammates and myself were working on that during the practice sessions, really focusing on the long-run car. I think in Stage 1, we were probably about a 5th, 6th, maybe even a 7th place car, but it really came to life, made some adjustments throughout the race, and brought it home in 3rd place, and really happy with the effort that my team on pit road showed and my teammates showed. Long shot there, almost picked up yet another win for him this season. He had a good battle there with Flash 9. We both did. And congratulations to Flash, 3rd win of the season for him, I believe. It was a great battle there for the win at the end.
Oh man, I mean, and the way that you're styling down your run, it was seriously impressive. We watched you kind of walk, from sometimes 6th place or so, driving that long run car, really, being as consistent as you can, working your car and of course your race and your own race, and you were able to basically chop down that gap, get up there to these guys, and put the pressure on them. Not only were you putting the pressure on them, you were doing dive bombs underneath. You're like you mentioned, your crew really got it done and got you that lead. I mean, there was some lap car issues that came into play that woed up the long shot in a few different instances. Man, you guys all made it through pretty good, and one really massive incident that came in front of the entire leaderboard. We all screamed and yelled and lost our cookies. But you, man, I'll tell you, dude, you guys were whoa, no, wrecked out cars and nothing. We don't want to see that. But man, you guys did just such a great job holding your lines and being able to do that bang him, because you were able to bang doors and this and that, control it, and really put on an awesome show. Very stoked for you. So really good job.
Thanks very much. Yeah, the inside line seemed to be the preferred groove for the most part, especially as the tires got older and there was a whole lot of fuel management and some lifting and some playing with the throttle a little bit, exiting those corners to make sure that you didn't spin out it was kind of like walking a tightrope, actually. And I would like to also take this time to give a shout out to Vintimidator in the 31. He was up there battling for the win with us for the most part all race long. Yeah. And he got tangled up in that incident that you were mentioning there. Yes. If I could change one thing about this race, I would like for the game to have called a caution when that incident occurred in the final stage. Yes. But other than that, I think it was a solid race. I feel terrible for Vintimidator. Hopefully we see him next Friday. And Yeah, once again, congratulations to Flash 9. Heck of a race there at the end between us three. Long shot. Had a good car as well.
Yeah, I thought he was going to go for the for not just the broom, but for busting out the blower and crank that thing and just start just going nuts on the competition because he did such a fantastic job throughout the entire race. We're talking the pole, stage 1, stage 2. You think he getting ready to crank up that blower and he going nuts to the crowd, man, because he was getting ready to do it. And
He's hungry for
hopes
that regular season championship. He came in tonight as the points leader. He's walking away again, the points leader, and just slowly but surely increasing that gap he's got over Flash 9.
Man, what a great run for him. We'll get to him in just a second, but let's go ahead and get to our second place guy here, Long Shot. Long Shot, you got a copy here, bud?
Long shot, buddy. Hey, explain to me what you were thinking when you were coming up to this lap traffic, because you dominated 3/4 of this race. I mean, you were the car. You had short run speed. You had long run speed. You were just throwing that car around there. The battle between you and Flash 9 and Timac was just slingshot after slingshot. Just crossing each other over. It was excellent racing. But it seems like that lap traffic is what really made or break your race.
It cost you the race, in my opinion.
It felt like it. I know they're racing for position, and if a caution comes out, they're trying to stay on the lead lap, so I can't really fault them there. And I wish they would have moved up, but it's gotta. Maybe I was a little too nice to them at times, but I didn't want to get into anybody or wreck anybody, and just trying to pick my way through there clean, and I think we actually probably hurt our tires more trying to battle with the lap down cars trying to get around them and whatnot. But other than that, overall a good race. Wish we would have came home with the win, but congratulations to Flash. That was probably one of the best races I've ever been a part of. The way we were able to beat and bang at the end there, we were giving each other the bumper, and none of us wrecked, and we were all able to hold it. And I beat my tires up too much, and when he got ahead of us, I couldn't do much. My rear tires were just sliding off the corner. I couldn't get the grip on the exit. I was hoping maybe that lap or two pitting earlier like I did would have got me out in front. But we took what we got. We made adjustments throughout the race, got the car better, and disappointed with a second.
No.
Chasing the regular season championship. We got 2 stage wins in a second, so overall a great points day, and keep adding to the playoff points and build it on our regular season points.
Yeah, that was an excellent points race for you today, and you did a great job all around.
Yeah. And honestly, that was like our questions to each other in the booth when you're coming up to that lap traffic is, do you do it nicely, like ever so ginger-like, and creep your way around them, or do you just go up there, give them a shot to move them out the way, and continue on? And, if they're in that line and they're staying in that line that you're trying to get around and get on through. And so we were having that discussion in the booth. I really hope you guys find it pretty entertaining when you guys go back through it and watch the footage and whatnot. But we were calling that, and actually the timing was on pretty well on so a lot of those coming up to the lap cars and whatnot. And Flash and long shots. No, we didn't see any of that bumping and running. We actually missed all of that at the end. I'm kidding, man. How can we miss any of that, bro? Give me a break, man. That was just some sick, legit stuff right there, bud. I'm telling you. You guys were beating and banging, holding your lines while doing so. But letting each other know, I don't because you were there. You both know each other's were there. You knew it. And you're like, pink, yeah, here, I need a little more room. Pink, no, nope, a little more room than that. No, pink, nope, I still need a little more room, dog. And you can see that. It was awesome. It was so much fun to call, bud. You just, like I said, put on a heck of a show at the end. Well, all the way through.
Fun, and I think what got me with the lap traffic was these cars are so touchy with the front end and not wanting to get into them too hard and get damage early on.
Yeah.
We were actually able to escape that one wreck that
that Mailer
talking about there.
Mm-hmm.
We were luckily able to escape that with no damage on the car. I don't know how we got through that. I seen it coming and just knocked him down and was able to squeeze by there and not get any damage. But I think that was part of a little bit of my issue is I didn't want to get a lot of nose damage on the car too early in the race and whatnot, and wanted to be able to save it for that last
Yeah, I
run there.
Yeah, I actually missed some of that because my head went through the roof. All right, and so by the time I pulled it out of the roof, I saw Ventiminator was in pit road, and then it went back through the roof again. So yeah, I missed a little bit of that, but at the same time, dude, I'm stoked that you guys were able to make it through and again just put down the massive run and race that you guys were doing. And again, I'm not making jokes, dude. I really was. It was 80 laps to go of some sorts, and I'm like, oh yeah, y'all better hurry. It's winding down quick because you guys were just beating and banging, man, just right there. I mean, you had an entire last stage of 80 lappers still left, and you guys were thinking it's like the last lap, which we didn't mind at all. We thought it was awesome. But I'm pretty sure you're.
Kind of the surprising point is I wasn't sure what those were, Flash and Ty were thinking. I thought about trying to save the tires and whatnot, and the more we started battling, the more I didn't want to let those guys get away, so it was just kind of, well, we're in this race, we're going to battle it out, and we swapped the lead there for multiple laps straight between me, Flash, and Ty, and it was just, all around it was a very fun race to be a part of, and to be able to battle Flash like that at the end, I was actually kind of hoping maybe the lap traffic was going to hold him up like it held me up just a little bit. So maybe I could get back and give a little bump and run and drag race to the finish, but he did a great job getting through that traffic there at the end, and he was able to just
bring it home.
He had more rear grip to me, than me at the end, and that's what did it was we cooked our tires too quick for that last couple laps.
Well, Longshot, great run for you. So, I mean, you got boasting all kinds about Flash tonight. Let's get to that, man. But you did a great job in that Hendrick Chevy, that Hooters car, that number 9, putting it up there, getting it done today. Really proud of you. Putting on an awesome show. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you, guys. Congratulations, Ty, and congratulations, Flash, on the win. And see you boys next week.
Copy that. Flash 9, man, what the... Yeah, dude, come on, man. You come by the Hooters car and you flashed him, dude. That was awesome. I mean, like multiple times. That was sick, dude. Super proud of you. Give us a rundown of your race, please, sir.
Yeah, I'm still shaking.
I bet.
I was excited as hell, man. Wow. I knew right away that I didn't have the short run speed that Longshot had. He was holding it all the way through the run, and I feel like there was right in the middle part I was better than I think most of them. Vintimidator he would pull away a little bit, and then I'd catch him, and then he'd pull away, and then I'd catch him again. But I'd get right to Longshot right at the end of both stages, and it was a little frustrating, but then I knew the last stage was, much longer, and I knew that it would come down to 2 long runs, and so I was trying to be patient, and I was able to get the lead from him earlier than I expected, and then I just saw the spin in front of me, and I felt like I was in a groove, and then I ran right into the 17, and I actually got like 5 seconds of damage on the nose from that it made the car so tight entering that when we were battling, I basically had to park it in the center of the corner to drive it straight off, and I gave him the bump and run with 25 to go because the lap traffic was there, and I was like, all right, I gotta go, and then I wasn't moving away from him at all, and I was just waiting for it, and that was by far the best battle I've had on this game. That was something else. I was shaking. I was, trying to keep it together, and about the last time I was able to get around him, I was able to really drive it hard into the corner, and it started rotating a lot better, so it finally loosened up enough that I was able to get just a big enough gap there. But I'm out of breath for sure. That was awesome.
I bet. Now, Mucka was following along with your long runs and was making some comments on on getting through lap traffic as we were kind of rotating through. Mucka, you got something for him on that, right?
Yeah, it just seemed like you had the long run car today, and you just T-boned that 17 car when he spun, and it just ruined your car. I'm like, oh no. But it seemed like you fought a tight car all day, and you proved that you could handle it, and that you deserved that win, man. What a battle. I can't imagine being at that spot, swapping first place lap after lap after lap, knowing that backpack's going to catch you eventually. But it didn't because you guys were so fast. Super impressive.
Yeah, it was awesome for sure. And the side-by-side battle, I was expecting him to repay me right away, and I know he was being gentle with me, trying to pass me clean, and then it was I'd get a run and he'd get a run, and it went on for about 5 laps. And once I got around him, I just couldn't keep it on the bottom and hold any speed. So until the very end, it seemed like. But yeah, Ty was right there. He was waiting for us both to mess up, I'm sure. And then the 31 would have been there too. I felt like I got a bad deal with that wreck, but then it just took the Intimidator out of it and getting sent down pit road. But it would have been a 4-car battle for sure. Very competitive race, and didn't know how much speed to play for in the beginning of the run, but the race was long enough that I think it paid off in the circumstance there. But awesome
Absolutely.
To get the win.
Marley, what do you got for him? What do you got for our winner today?
Well, I just did an excellent job. The battle in itself, holding your composure, being able to, especially once your tires started getting older, and being able to, all of us that have driven any NASCAR know that once those tires start to wear, you're on ice, and to be able to battle side by side, banging doors and crossover after crossover and all the moves you guys were making and battling traffic at the same time. It was just excellent driving. Great show of talent. You deserved the win. It was an excellent showing for you. I'm very proud of you. Congratulations.
Thank you, guys. I'm going to go back and look at it because I forgot most of what you just said. So this happens so fast.
I bet your Jerry's are still going, and I bet your heart's still racing 1,000 miles a minute, probably as fast as those RPMs you're cranking out at the end of that. Actually, throughout that entire race. But very impressive work, getting it done, and and showing that Hooters car who was dominant throughout the entire race. Like, we literally thought he had this thing swept up and done and gone, but you were able to take that 9 car and that Monster Energy won, and you took that Chevy, were able to, and showed the Hooters car what flashing is all about, man. And you flashed him by all no kinds, dude. It was bad. It was awesome. It was again, you holding your car beautifully even after the contacts and the aggressive racing, but that was just racing, that was unbelievable. You did such a great job. Very stoked for both of you and your race today, and of course the win. So again, that's going to definitely help you out in points, I can only imagine, right?
Maybe a couple here and there, but just trying to be consistent. And I know it's going to take like a lost connection or something for him to really lose a lot of points, I feel like. So
can't stop digging, though. You can't stop digging.
Always dig.
Just looking at battling him for wins and stage wins and being consistent. It's really all I'm focused on. Put a lot of laps on the setup, and it happened. It was just good enough to win, and we got Talladega next week. So put on a show, and I might have to recruit that 9 and for a draft partner or something. See what we can work out.
Yeah, I'm sure he knows you're fast enough to get it done. So probably a smart move. But anyways, a great run for everybody tonight. The entire field, you guys did just a fantastic job. Even we scrolled through the field all the way, toward the back, and even the back of the field were doing a great job putting on an awesome race, keeping their lines, keeping their cars pointed the right direction with speed, of course. Just a great run all the way through and through for NOSSCAR. Platinum Cup Series at this Rock and Roll 400. They really rock and rolled this track all the way through. I mean, they rocked the fans out of the stands. I guarantee you this, especially during the cranker uppers. So good job on that one, producing some major noise here in the booth, because it's all up to those cars and how well you guys are screaming them on how loud we're able to go. And you allowed us to scream the rock and roll from those cars today, buddy. So great job today for everybody. Ty Mac, are you still on board with us?
Yes, sir.
All right, buddy. So look like our winner just mentioned the Talladega race next week, huh?
Absolutely. I think that a lot of these drivers have been looking forward to this one for quite some time. As you guys know, the restrictor plate tracks really open up the door for some of these other drivers that maybe don't have the greatest odds of winning a race every week to go out there and maybe get a win, lock themselves into the playoffs, pick up some valuable playoff points as well. So yeah, Talladega next Friday right here on the Left Turn Broadcasting YouTube channel.
Can't wait, because it's going to be NOSSCAR over there throwing it down like no one's business. So especially, I can only imagine it's going to be another big field of cars with all kinds of talent in it, and and it's going to be the crapshoot. We're throwing the dice again when it comes to Talladega. Who's going to get what, and who's going to be in that catbird position at the end?
Absolutely. It should be a good show. Thanks again to Left Turn Broadcasting and all that you guys do. You guys do a tremendous job, and looking forward to keep the viewers entertained next Friday at Talladega. I'm sure we won't have any trouble.
I don't think so. It's Talladega, buddy. You got us in the booth. We should be fine. All right. All right, folks. I don't want to take up so much of your time, even though we love having you aboard. But we're going to let you go until next time. Next week, Talladega. NOSSCAR Platinum Cup Series, going to be getting it done, so make sure you tune in on that one about the same time or so, 7:15-ish Eastern Standard Time. But yes, until next week, or till you guys come back again, keep it pointed in the right direction, keep it safe, keep it fun out there. Talk to you soon.
Hit that subscribe.
Oh yeah, hit that subscribe.